I'm dolo, and I'm good with that. Don't fuck with me.
I'm backed by God, so I don't even know how to have the fear you need me to have.
Boy, if you weak ass niggas even thought of doing something to me, I light y'all bitch ass up.
I don't fuck with nobody. So when you fuck with me, I'm fuck with you.
You want to be somewhere where people are all trying to grow. And if you going behind, guess what they gonna do? Tell you, hey, bro, you to get right or get the hell on. You see what I'm saying? And them the type of people you need to be around because that holds you to a standard.
If you can't receive someone telling you something, and even if you don't like who's saying it, if you're focused on what they're who's saying it than what they're saying, you're not emotionally intelligent.
That's a fact.
You're emotional.
God put me through a lot of trials and tribulations so that I wouldn't get complacent, so that I could remember who the fuck I am.
Obsessed with finding myself now and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself. Wins and lessons. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Everything is a lesson.
You can't let nothing break you. I don't care what the situation is, my nigga. Don't let that shit break you, because it's always a
Stay
way.
you. Be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you.
Oh, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to struggle to better myself. Bro, I'm just trying to be a better person. Yeah.
Giving your best is enough. And sometimes we lose track of that. So for anybody out there, you know, you're enough.
If one door closed, another one don't open.
I'm someone you really shouldn't put your hands on. So just make sure that this what you want, because I'm not gonna stop, and I'm very resourceful.
Yo, what it do, family? What it do? Gotta do my mic check. How's everybody out there? YouTube land. Said, let's go, family. Hit the like button. Don't forget to like. I mean, we got 6. All right. Hey, we up there then. Shit. That's what I'm talking about. We clicked in already. Yeah, I didn't think we was gonna be ready like that, but hell, well, yes. Let's get it on. Shit. Yeah.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Wait, I wonder why I did that. Let's get this.
See? Trust. Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it around. See ya.
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. Know what the title it says. Truth come to the light. It's all coming to the light. Everything that they did in the dark will be brought in front of the light so we can all see. You know what I'm saying? That's what the yin and the yang is. It's everything. And it was brought in. Let's get it.
You are not allowed to impose through the government your religious beliefs on others. That is not what religious freedom is about. That's not what our country rests on.
Yeah. And as a democracy, we respect other democracies' abilities to self-police and self-regulate. And so this process is underway. Our voices have been heard. Your voice is going to be heard. Obviously, there's international attention focused on this national citizenship registration.
The hearings were supposed to be calm and professional, but the moment Ilhan Omar started talking, it felt like the opening scene of a soap opera, dramatic music, shaky plot, and absolutely no facts holding the script together. Luckily for everyone watching, the witnesses came armed with reality and unintentionally delivered some of the funniest intellectual smackdowns of the week. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode of Facts versus Feelings.
Under our Constitution, we are prohibited from establishing religion, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what the
So
establishment says.
if you have members of Congress that are legislating laws in accordance with their faith in regards to abortion or LGBTQ or women or any of those things, that should be prohibited within our Constitution.
You are not allowed to impose through the government your religious beliefs on others. That is not what religious freedom is about. That's not what our country rests on.
Yeah. For many of us, religious freedom is extremely important. It is life and death in this country.
Yes.
Many of us fled our countries to come to the United States because that is the one thing that distinguishes us from many countries. But it's also important that we have a secular government and protect people's civil rights and access to those civil rights. And so I appreciate your testimony. Ambassador Wales, as you know, last month I let a letter to Ambassador Juster and Jones with you CC'd on it on the situation of Kashmir. Our partnership with India is strategic, but it's also based on our shared values of democracy, religious pluralism, and the respect of human rights. Under Modi and the BJP government, all of these mutual values have been threatened. And I think we have to understand the situation in Kashmir as part of an overall Hindu nationalism project of the BJP. So my first question to you is about the right of self-determination. Is the United States committed to emphasizing the centrality of Kashmir voices in determining the future of the Jammu and Kashmiri people?
I would disagree with the characterization that we don't have a values-based relationship with the government of Prime Minister Modi. And I would just underscore that Prime Minister Modi came in a consecutive term. He achieved a majority vote in a very diverse
we can agree to disagree on that. I just would like to understand if we are going to centralize the voices of the Kashmiri and...
But just to provide context, I mean, the actions he took were approved in Parliament, including by members of the opposition. The Supreme Court is reviewing that decision. The High Court is reviewing habeas corpus petitions. The institutions of India's democracy are working. We absolutely believe that Kashmiri's voice needs to be heard, that in any restoration, when there is restoration of a of an assembly, when there are state assembly elections, that's the way for Kashmiris to be able to register their views, also in peaceful assembly. And so I think the concern over the restrictions on movement and what we've seen over the last 78 days is that ability to protest peacefully has been difficult for Kashmiris to exercise.
Yeah. I mean, and the part of the reason I asked and the part of the reason I emphasized the context of the larger PGP project is because I think in both cases, the impunity we have seen for crimes against Muslims under the PJP was warming for such worse things to come. In Assam, almost 2 million people are being asked to affirmably approve their citizenship. As my colleague and the chairman said, there have been official statements to the effect that no Buddhist, Christian, Sikh, or Jain refugees need to worry about their status. And so this is a clear anti-Muslim program. And I'm sure you've seen the same reports that the Indian government is starting to build camps in Assam, presumably to hold those who are unable to prove their citizenship. This is how the Rohingya genocide started. At what point do we no longer share values with India? Are we waiting for the Muslims in Assam to be put in those camps?
The certification of citizenship in Assam dates to a 2013 Supreme Court ruling that ordered the government to do so, to address questions of illegal immigration. The process, which continues to unfold and continues to be challenged in the court, it now has 1.9 million people who have not been certified. And that includes both Muslims and Hindus. There are 300 appeal panels that are being set up for those individuals to appeal this determination. And as my colleague stated, we're concerned that many of these individuals who may not have the wealth or the education to successfully be able to document their citizenship are vulnerable. We will continue to watch this very closely, but I would stress that the appeal process is still open. The judicial process is still working in India. And as a democracy, we respect other democracies' abilities to self-police and self-regulate. And so this process is underway. Our voices have been heard. Your voice is going to be heard. Obviously, there's international attention focused on this national citizenship registration.
Omar kicked things off, claiming lawmakers shouldn't legislate based on faith. The witness looked at her like, "Ma'am, that's not how any of this works." It was the type of moment where you expect someone to hand Omar a pocket constitution and say, "Here, try again." The witness calmly corrected her. No yelling, no drama, just the quiet confidence of someone who actually read the document. Omar tried to set up a trap question, and it fizzled out like a dollar store firework in the rain. She wanted the witness to say religious lawmakers should basically be banned from making decisions. Instead, the witness shot the idea down so gracefully it almost felt like she was saying, "Bless your heart." By this point, Omar wasn't just losing the argument, she was losing her storyline. Next up, Omar jumped to the India-Kashmir issue, painting a picture so dramatic it sounded like the trailer for a political thriller. She accused India of nationalism, human rights collapse, and even hinted at genocide, because apparently subtlety was on vacation. But Ambassador Alice Wells? Cool as ice. She calmly corrected every exaggeration without breaking a sweat. Wells reminded her that India's Supreme Court ordered the NRC both Hindus and Muslims were on the list, appeals and courts are active. Democracies don't need Omar playing hall monitor. Every fact she dropped felt like another boom, next moment. Omar's narrative deflated faster than a cheap balloon at a kid's party. When Omar tried her final dramatic line, "At what point do we no longer share values with India?" Wells didn't even blink. She just delivered the line of the day. "We respect other democracies' abilities to self-police." Translation: relax. India doesn't need your dramatic monologue. If that moment had a soundtrack, it would have been a clean mic drop. 2 hearings, 2 attempted plot twists, and 2 times Ilhan Omar got politely, but thoroughly, fact-checked back to earth. If you enjoyed watching the witnesses handle her like someone deflating conspiracy balloons with a safety pin, make sure to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.
Man. Amen. Yeah, she need to go. She need to go. Even though she a female, she came over here illegally though. You know what I'm saying? But she came through with the paperwork. But then she tried to bring other people through with the paperwork through ill-gotten means. Like, dude, that's your brother. Can't do that. Not unless you in Alabama. You know what I mean? I don't know anyways, but hey, I'm just entertainment purposes only. It was a joke. It's a joke. Don't shoot the messenger, you know. It's just trying to be funny. But I digress. How's everybody doing on this good old Sunday? Sunday fun day. It's the beginning of the calendar week. What y'all got planned? Me, I got no plans tomorrow because I just gotta go pick up my mom and stuff. Drive her around until I get home and stuff, and then I'm good. He says I'm high. Come up here then, Cali, man. You know you good. Come up anytime, bro. What's AF right now? Let's get this.
You stay right there. You can record.
Are y'all police?
Yes, we're ICE.
Officers were approached by a male who reported he was being followed. Officers learned the individuals following the person were ICE agents conducting their own investigation. DPD doesn't verify who's behind the mask, then anyone can wear one. And that should terrify every single person in this city.
Does ICE have to show DPD any proof that they're ICE? Other than just saying, hey man, I'm ICE. Because I can go outside tonight and be ICE.
I'll let Chief speak about this one.
Hi,
Thank
Assistant
you, Chief.
Chief Israel Herrera.
Thank you, Chief.
Sure. So they do not have to. They work also in undercover capacity.
Could you see how that could be a problem?
It could present some questions for sure.
I can't believe that they don't have to show nothing.
Hypothetical. A group of people are running around with a mask, approaching someone who's just pumping gas. If that person or someone associated with them feels threatened and they have a license to carry, is it against the law to do something to protect yourself?
Well, if you put it in hypothetical, it's not against the law to protect yourself.
Hey man, I'm just saying. I stream almost every day. I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to. But I'm just saying, man, hypothetically speaking, if somebody was running after me and I had a license to carry and was an American citizen looking out like I wasn't from this land, of course I would open fire because this dude would run up and get done up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be, man, I'm pumping gas legally. Got me a right to carry a bear arm legally. And you coming up trying to disrupt my peace? I don't think so. I'm going to give you a little piece of this piece that I got. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I digress. Let's keep moving.
Her little sacrificial stuff that she's into and whatnot. And then I found this post on Reddit, which I found to be very interesting because people were talking on Reddit. And, you know, they were saying that Beyonce is the reincarnated Oshun, and that Solange, her sister, is Yemaya, which we just heard our brother Alex, former warlock, talk about, right? And come to find out, they said that in her lyrics of her song, Black Parade, she mentioned this. She said, baby sister reppin' Yemaya. So you have the two primary gods of this religion, and Beyonce is repping one of them heavy, and her sister is repping the other one extremely heavy as well. Now, this is an article from Teen Vogue, which is interesting, but it says the history of Yemaya, Santeria's queenly ocean goddess mermaid. I want to read to you one part. I think I highlighted it. Yep, I did right here. I found this to be extremely interesting. It says Yemaya is perhaps the most nurturing of all the Orishas, and it's believed that all life comes from her deep, nourishing waters. Blasphemous. I just wanted to leave that right there. Let's continue.
So I transitioned from 21 divisions of Dominican voodoo into African voodoo. It has African, Cuban, and Haitian voodoo. And when I went there, that's when it got real. That's when I started dealing with big-time drug dealers, big-time artists. I'm not gonna say who are they, but they were big-time artists that were paying. They were paying the high priest that I was going under, paying him so that they can get fame. And they were
Remember that, because that's going to be extremely useful information in about 4 minutes.
used the music of the African beats as samples into their music to conjugate people to like their music.
Remember that part too, because that's also going to be useful in about 4 minutes.
It's bugged out, but it's true. And then the drug dealers, they would pay off the high priest to protect them from the cops, protect them from the ops and stuff like that.
Today's episode of Locked In.
That scared me low key. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, Ian, we can't do no free brand deals, brother. I apologize.
You from law enforcement.
I'm just saying, man. Can't be doing that shit. That's deep shit right there, y'all. But hey, y'all got some power. You fuck with the spirits. Being a spirit, you could possibly, you know what I'm saying, charge yourself. Hey, but I wouldn't do that, because every negative, there's a positive. Whatever positive, there's a negative. I would just like to inform you guys that it's not good to practice any form of witchcraft unless it's like hearing magic, or yeah, that's the only thing you could do, like herbalism and shit. That's it.
When you even start using the word holy, you're dealing into light magic. You're dealing into light magic. These 99 souls were the first goddesses created. So now we had a species of all Anunnaki goddesses. And guess what our color is in the astral realms? We pitch black. We so black, we so dark in our real astral form that we are luminous. We illuminate colors of violet, blue, green in our astral forms. We look just like that. But a whole lot darker and a whole lot more luminous. This is why the sun is black. It looks like it's not, but it is. The chromosphere around the sun is so goddamn bright that it make you think the sun is not black, if you want to use that term. Sun is pure dark matter energy and photon energy. And ether. That's why you can speak something to the sun and it'll manifest even quicker. Try it. The sun is technology. Keep that in your mind, because we talk about primary, we're finna get the primary colors. The first gods of us that were created, masculine entities, it was 23. You know why? Because think of the numeral 23. So you have a 2 and a 3. So imagine if 3 went into itself twice. If 3 go into itself once, you get 6. In their numerals, 3 and 3 is 6. That's once. If it go in itself twice, you're going to get 9. We're talking supreme mathematics, not the way they taught you how to count in their program centers called elementary schools and daycare. They didn't teach you how to think in school. They taught you how to obey. They didn't teach you how to think in school. They taught us how to obey. It's a difference.
That there is. That there is. Now we know how to differentiate because we're old enough. We've been through the shits long, so we know what to see when we see what we shouldn't see anymore of. You know what I'm saying? But hey, free the guy. You know what I mean? Got free the guy.
DeBow signed a book contract with the Oklahoma University Press to pursue a new field of study, the history of the American Indian.
I just thought it would be interesting to find out how the affairs of the 5 civilized tribes of Oklahoma were terminated. I didn't know that all of eastern Oklahoma was dominated by a criminal conspiracy to cheat the Indians out of their property, and that this corrupted the legislature also. I didn't know those things were so. Nobody had ever written about that history of Oklahoma. And when I got into it, I couldn't honestly back out.
And so, DeBow embarked on what would be the battle of her life, challenging the accepted version of Indian history and the state's most powerful leaders. It was not the story Angie's professor and friend, Edward Everett Dale, expected her to tell.
Dr. Dale wrote some very nice, lively material, like recollections of life as a cattleman, cowboy recipes, but never anything, you know, that would test the academic mettle, so to speak. Angie was turned the other way.
Dr. Dale got a letter for me from the Commissioner of Indian Affairs that opened every file. There was nothing held back. And I began to discover that official reports were inaccurate. They were putting things in there that were not true.
DeBow discovered that the Dawes Commission, charged with carrying out federal Indian policy, lied about the Indians' reaction to that policy, known as allotment. The policy called for carving up the tribal lands, giving each Indian an individual farm or an allotment. The Indians, recognizing that this would destroy their ancient way of life, were in bitter opposition.
From earliest times, it was a canon from the great holy force above. You will hold your land in tribal common ownership rather than individual. Allotment had been tried earlier, and each time it had resulted in disaster for those who participated in it.
The Dawes Commission established their headquarters at Muskogee, Indian Territory, in 1893. Despite the Indians' protests, the Dawes Commission sent a small army of clerks, field officers, and militia into the Indian nations. They crossed over 30,000 square miles to register every member of the 5 civilized tribes in preparation for allotment. They worked by persuasion, intimidation, and even fraud.
Now, there might have been a fairly good argument in the name of progress or manifest destiny to break up the 5 Indian republics. But they didn't state their motives that way. They represented it as doing all this for the Indians, but they were doing it for the white people.
It was very clear to the tribal government that this was a violation of the treaty rights that had already been established with the United States government, because the treaty guaranteed that we would be able to remain together as a nation.
Over strong tribal objections, the commission issued individual allotments. The Creeks were first, beginning in 1899, then the Seminoles, the Choctaw Chickasaws, and the Cherokees.
There was a good number of people, I think, mostly in the southern part of Creek Nation, who really didn't want anything to do with the allotments, and even up till the time when they closed the allotments, these people refused to have allotments in their names.
Hey, you know, the more I think about the word Choctaw. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously a chocolate tall motherfucker nigga, right? Right. All right. Just so we know, I want to get that verified.
Saturn is Santa. Christmas is Saturnalia. Santa, anagram of Satan. Satan, opposer, adversary of the truth. Saturno, Saturn. Saturnalia, Christmas. Saturn, a Roman god. Satyr, rich, abundant. Satire, mockery, ridicule. Satyr, half man, half goat, demon. The word satyr comes from the Abariya Hebrew word satar. Satar, also where the word star comes from. Satar, secrecy, disguise, destroy, hide, and be hidden, like Freemasonry, secret oaths, secret societies. Sa, to cast up transmission towers, to hide. Ta, the laws and covenants. Ra, through wicked men, entertainers, pastors, celebrities. Santa, Satan, Saturno, Saturnalia, Saturn, Satyr, satire, satar, comes from the word satar. Read Revelation chapter 2, verse 6. Christmas is a tradition of the Nicolaitan, which in Abariya is nakal. Nakal, to deceive, beguile, defraud, be crafty, cunning, to trick or deceit. Na, to deceive through crafty. Ka, priesthood. La, teachings, the teachers and teachings of deception.
I'm just saying, man. We ain't supposed to celebrate no holidays. Those are days where people died or deceived or let's just say they're meant to take your money, which is your time, which is valuable because you don't have a lot, but you do have a lot, but you can't get it back once you spend it, but you can always get more of it once you make it. So I do feel you on that one, Dennis. This channel should go international. I'm with you on that one, bro. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Love. But hey, let's keep it moving.
Everything died, but chicken ain't running out and beef ain't running out. You ain't figured this shit out yet. A damn cow has a child, what? They have one calf a year? But yet McDonald's can't seem to run out of motherfucking burgers? And we talked about this last night. You didn't figure the shit out. They ain't had no real meat in this country and real food in this country probably in damn 15 years. All that shit is cloned and manufactured. All that shit on the shelves is cloned and manufactured. They came out with 8 cloned cows in June. And they said, what you gonna do with these? They said, we ain't gonna kill these. These are prototypes. We gonna take these and make food for the supermarket. That's because all that shit, come on, let's think about it now. Every country in the world is in famine, but we can't seem to run out of no damn food. The supermarkets is full. And you ain't figured this shit out yet. We got endless supply of food. Hell, in 1983, McDonald's was saying over 1 billion served. And since 1983, they done had about 800 new franchise of chicken places done sprung up. And you ain't figured this shit out yet. The earth can't produce that much food.
Shit, I figured that shit out once I noticed they started taking the trees out of neighborhoods that were female. We used to have apple trees, cherry trees, fucking blackberry trees, all that good shit. Now we get nothing but pollinated. People getting suffocated. Can't even go outside without getting they senses annihilated. But I'm gonna stop. It's all satire, right? Yes, I can. Yes, we will. Y'all, man, I don't know why Nike didn't come out with like a commercial for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you really need. That's all you need. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So Jordan Pauline said that Talil essayed her. It's finna get crazy. But if I was Talil and I know I didn't do nothing, first of all, I'm not responding. I'm about to go get my lawyer. Second, I'm not saying she's lying, and I'm not saying she's telling the truth. I'm just about to give my input.
Share myself with people, especially if I don't know them.
You can see Talil
And
right
it's
here.
really unfair to me because I feel like I make sure that everyone is in a good position and they feel good and like, you know, everything was innocent. And I don't care how drunk somebody is, you should never take advantage of them.
Nope.
My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home. And I was assaulted, you guys, by someone that you guys all love. And I'm so tired of this streaming shit. And I'm done, bro. I'm like, I don't care if you talk to me again. It doesn't matter if you talk to me again. It's the simple fact of like me not wanting to even go down that route because you have a fucking girlfriend. This isn't the first time I've been assaulted. But this is the first time I've been assaulted by someone popular and famous, I guess. And they think I'm not going to say anything because of who they are and who they know and what they do. But like I said, this is somebody you guys support. And he taped me as I'm crying like this. He was like, why are you crying? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, because like I didn't want to like, you know. And he's like, oh, well, I'm going to talk to.
So this is just what I think. Talil got a girl, but he was feeling Jordan. She probably didn't know he had a girl at this moment. She thought he was genuine. You know how niggas talk, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, spitting game to her and shit. And she probably like, oh, he's genuine. I like him. He ended up cracking buns. Probably shouldn't have did it if she didn't want him to. Record it. She probably realized he recorded it. I don't know. I'm just giving my insight. Or after he cracked buns and she realized he recorded it and she found out he had a girl. She like, oh nah, I can't let this happen. I thought you was different. You just like everybody else. You played with my feelings. And Talil was probably like, chill, don't do too much. Don't tell my girl like it ain't that deep. And she like, it's my feelings. How you saying it's not deep? And I thought her phone was broke, but the phone right here, right? About to get crazy. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on, fool. It's just the beginning of this.
Shit, Shorty mad disrespectful though. Tell you that much. Mad disrespectful. Cause you should. First off, I don't think none of that shit valid. Cause you went on the internet first without going to court with like law action and shit. You know, that's how I would have took it first. And then I would have did that dirt. You know.
Seems like Jordine picks and chooses who she allows to SA her. Because when she was on live and people was trying to figure out who it was, she's reading the comments and somebody said Baby Rich and she was like, fuck no, ew, not him. What the fuck do you mean by ew? And now she's making herself look like a big ass liar. Because you don't find somebody attractive, they're not allowed to SA you because you found Talil attractive. You were okay with saying that it was him who SA'd you. And the fact that there's still people defending her, talking about, oh, how are you guys not on her side because of shit like this? What the fuck do you mean by ew? Trying to say that Baby Rich is to lead to SA her or something like. And I hope she addresses that because she's so quick to address everybody else not believing her. But how about you address the part where you said ew when somebody thought that it was Baby Rich? So only attractive people can SA you or something? Like, somebody please make that make sense to me, because when I heard that, I was literally like, because there's no way you're gonna get on camera, accuse somebody in SA, and then when people are trying to find out who it is, you're talking about ew, not him, ew. The fuck does ew mean when it comes to SA, yo? Like, she would be embarrassed to get, like, you know, by Baby Rich, but not embarrassed to say it was Talil. Like, make it. That girl is clearly not right in the head. And it seems like somebody made her make this shit up or say it and make it seem like it was one of the Clover Boys, because we all know Clover Boys are literally getting attacked left to right now. The industry is literally trying to cancel them. But her just saying ew just made me realize that she's a literal fucking liar. No way. No way you pick and choose who SAs you. Like, what?
Like what? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it up. Hey, said dollar for dollar. Man, man. It's bad when other people know you ain't telling the truth. You know what I mean? And it's bad when we can tell you industry with it. Like, you straight industry plant.
Y'all was raised wrong. Y'all really was raised wrong. Y'all was raised wrong, and a lot of y'all's fake, and a lot of y'all not y'all true selves, and a lot of y'all do shit for validation. And that shit gonna make you, that shit gonna, trust me, you gonna end up in a very bad situation following somebody and doing shit for validation. Love yourself and know who you are, know your worth.
That part. You know what I'm saying?
These are the countries with the most missing children. Pay close attention and check where your country appears on this list. These are the countries with the most missing children. Pay close attention and check where your country appears on this list, because sometimes we scroll past headlines like this without really thinking, but the numbers are terrifying. Countries with the most missing children: Italy, 21,951 missing children each year. South Korea, 25,690 to missing children each year. Russia, 45,000 missing children each year. Canada, 45,288 missing children each year. India, 96,000 missing children each year. Germany, 100,000 missing children each year. United Kingdom, 112,035 missing children each year. United States, 460,000 missing children each year, with 2,300 children going missing every day. What do you think is actually causing all these disappearances? Are these kids running away? Or is something far more disturbing happening behind the scenes? Are they being kidnapped? Are they being trafficked? Are there secret groups operating in the shadows, using these children for things the world doesn't want to talk about? Why do so many cases never get solved? Why do some countries have higher numbers than others? And most importantly, why aren't we seeing global outrage on the same level as other issues?
Mm. Mm. That's real talk though. Why? You know why? They don't want their highest cash crop being talked about like that.
The reason I wanted to keep this water is because I want to pour libation. In the African tradition, one pours libation for the ancestors. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm also pouring libation for all the brothers and sisters, all the people who are incarcerated, out of respect, and to reiterate that on some level, this work is for them. You can have your water back now.
Hey, you stay real too, G. You stay real too. You're giving out libations for the homies who still incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Rashad Jamal. Gotta give that out to him too, you know what I mean? Hey, back on.
Somebody editing Jordan's call log to make it say Talil is the fucking reason why I never fucking believed it. Never once did she say Talil's name. And y'all were so quick to call him a rapist. Y'all were so quick to say he S8'd her. The whole internet took a look of one fake call log and decided to go on Talil's shit and try to defame him for something he did not fucking do. And then when he said, oh, I'm not responding to it, it's about to be Christmas, enjoy your Christmas, y'all was so pissed off to where, oh, he's trying to deflect, he's trying to let the situation down. Like, no, there was no fucking situation. That's why before y'all get on here trying to accuse somebody and ruin their entire life, think fucking twice. Everybody was coming at me, oh, how are you a female and you're defending Ty Lil and not supporting her? Supporting her in what? She did not say nobody's fucking name. Just because she said, oh, the person has a girlfriend and is very well known and loved by the fucking public, somebody decided, you know what, I'm gonna take the call log and I'm gonna put Ty Lil. And unfortunately, the entire fucking internet fell for that shit. The same shit y'all did to fucking DDG.
Damn, that's cold-blooded, ain't y'all? Cold-blooded. But they don't respect it, though. People say, ooh, my man Buddha, but they don't give respect. Yo, what up, Shoes? Salute. Salute. Delete this video. Get it up with the other one.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. What's up?
50 Cent just dragged LeBron straight into the Diddy docuseries mess. And folks, it's looking wild already. Word is, LeBron's old ties with Diddy are finally spinning back on him. And the streets saying the king might be next in line for that spotlight nobody wants. After all, he once said out loud, ain't no party like a Diddy party. And maybe he actually meant it. Now, if you've got an internet connection lately, you already know 50 done dropped the first part of that Diddy docuseries he promised. Yeah, Sean Combs, The Reckoning. And according to 50, he had to drop it because everyone in the industry been keeping it hush-hush, like the industry supporting his wild behaviors, or they scared and even in cohorts with him.
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
No, look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
And one of the names 50 real loud about, King LeBron James. Now 50 is hinting that he got more wild unreleased footage sitting in the vault, and he thinking of making it public in part 2 of the series. And the street whispering that these tapes could possibly contain A-list folks doing all kinds of crazy at them freak-offs they kept attending year after year.
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make it was only 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube.
And if you've been around the Diddy scandal since he got smacked with them RICO charges, you already know about them tapes that been rumored to float around for months.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
Now this is the part that gets grimy. Folks saying Diddy wasn't just wilding at them parties. He was allegedly filming everything. Hidden cameras, private recordings, footage stacked up and stored for safekeeping in case any of them big names ever tried to act brave or switch up on him. Straight blackmail tactics. And this ain't just some crackpot theory. This has been backed by real industry heads. Jaguar Wright been preaching this for years. Gene Deal confirmed it, saying Diddy liked having dirt on people. That is how he stayed powerful. That is how he kept everyone in.
Dirty game. Huh? All right, we back. Kicking in. Let's get it.
Okay, so we finally got an update on what happened in New York on the 33rd floor of the Blackstone subsidiary's office. The CEO was killed. They trying to keep it out of the news right now because it's another CEO, and it's a good possibility that Luigi Mangione he's going to walk. A lot of the evidence was thrown out. The CEO was killed yesterday in New York. It's important to understand, while this is a distraction, they're trying to distract us from the Epstein files. Also, that is a company that is known for buying and holding on to single-family homes all across the United States. That man was mad enough to travel all the way to the opposite side of the United States, walked all the way up into that building with a rifle in his hand. Didn't even have to hide it. Went all the way up to the top, did his business, and committed suicide. Yeah. We in them times, y'all. We officially in them times. Lord Jesus.
Yeah. You know what? I guess when you're bad and you don't want to get caught for the dirt you did, yeah. Now home eating food, smoking one, the face, probably gonna fall asleep while I watch. Hey, Angela, what's up? What's up? Yeah, that's some scary shit though, man. Scary shit. Hey.
Documentary. Yeah, he was there for so much of it. Because right after the diddler beat the crap out of Steve Stout, the Jigga Man poked up on Rivera. Not long after that. All of this stuff happened around the same time.
Why do you think Jay-Z wasn't involved in none of this?
Well, I mean, he was involved in a lot of it. You mean, why wasn't he mentioned?
Yeah, mentioned in the documentary at all.
I mean, there was a lot of people that weren't mentioned. Matter of fact, not too many people in the industry were mentioned who were there and present. Isn't that cute?
Very true.
They found a way to tell that story while they kept everybody else clean.
Jaguar points out that major industry figures are barely in this documentary. Some are completely absent. We're talking about people who were right there in the middle of everything. Jay-Z, he gets mentioned maybe once or twice. That's it. Stevie J, who was one of Diddy's main producers for years, surgically removed from the story, even though he was living at Diddy's Star Island house during some of the key events mentioned in the documentary. And then there's Clive Davis. This man owned 51% of Bad Boy Records. 51%. That means he had majority ownership. But in a 4-part documentary series, he gets about 35 seconds of screen time. How does that make any sense?
Who's the worst celebrity like that you've been around is like the most full of sin? I know no sin is greater, but like just was like, damn, this
Clive Davis. Devil incarnate. Clive Davis. He Janis Joplin. He blackmailed Betty Wright so she wouldn't tell anybody that he Janis Joplin. He killed Whitney Houston.
someone asked Jaguar who the worst celebrity she's ever been around is, she didn't even hesitate. She said Clive Davis, called him the devil incarnate. She went on to claim he was responsible for multiple deaths in the industry, including Janis Joplin and Whitney Houston. Now, I'm not saying all of that is true, but I am saying it's interesting that a man with that much power and those kinds of allegations gets less than a minute in a documentary that's supposed to be about accountability. The documentary barely touched him, and according to Jaguar, that's because talking about Clive Davis means talking about the entire power structure behind Bad Boy. It means exposing how deep this really goes, and that's something certain people don't want. Let's talk about Kim Porter for a minute, because this is one of the parts that really bothered Jaguar.
That was interesting to watch, you don't think? Kalima's testimony? She was probably the most pitiful witness they brought up to speak about all of this in the entire thing. Kalima?
Wait, why you say that? She was emotional. She was...
Emotional? That's what you call it?
That's what I'm trying to call it.
Capricorn Clark was emotional. I'll give her emotional. I'm sitting there looking at someone, in my opinion, who appears to be struggling with a substance issue, trying not to fall apart on camera. Meanwhile, nobody paying attention to the fact that she's sitting there afraid to really say anything at all because she's in the middle of a custody battle.
Jaguar feels Kim Porter wasn't truly represented in the documentary. Kim, who was the mother of Diddy's children and died under mysterious circumstances in 2018, should have been a central figure. But instead, she was spoken for by other people. People like Kalina Harper, who was one of Diddy's former artists.
Yeah, they didn't really get into all of that, did they? It's kind of weird. But, hey, do you know the Cash App is right there on the screen? Just throw her in the hot box. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. Eat it up. What the hell was that? Yo? Show it. Alright, first off, a circle cloud shouldn't be moving like that. That's some straight up Chicken Little shit right there, and I don't like it. Don't like it one bit.
Like, bro, you have a girlfriend. Like, if you actually courted me and actually wanted to talk to me, then it would be a different story.
There it goes. If he would have courted me correctly, it would have been a different story. What do you mean if he would have courted you correctly? Because you snitched his girlfriend because he didn't do it the right way. But if he would have done it the right way, would have snitched?
I think that means if he would have came out them bands.
Which is why we got our ruler. One of the principalities of wisdom over in Africa. They want you to fear these gods. They want you to fear them gods. Let me get it. Let me get this shit correct.
That's saying it often everybody.
I'm a god. He his own god. I'm my own god.
It's crazy.
See what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Let me correct that. For us be motherfuckers out there talking about, I seen them on live work. I don't worship shit but myself. And so should you. However, I do work hand in hand with principalities. I do work hand in hand with certain spiritual forces. Because we are spiritual and soulful forces ourselves. We are celestial beings, cosmic beings, electrical beings, luminous beings, 9 ether beings to be exact. Black extraterrestrials, as they like to label us in the FBI database, if you are black or Latino and you live on this planet called Earth, which was anciently known as Tiamat, which was originally called Kai. Right? Let me make that clear to y'all, because a lot of lies been told. Don't worship shit. You don't worship him. You don't worship no Orishas. A lot of y'all scared of the Orishas and only, what are you doing? You don't worship anything outside of you. You see what I'm saying? Orishas are just principalities and higher spiritual forces that also came along this planet just like you. And they live in multiple planets just like you. They are no more powerful than you. However, certain Orishas can be used All right, you can't conjure up their energy to help you and guide you through certain things, but you don't worship them. It's a difference. You are God. You are the source. Okay? You are the Orishas. Remember, you are everything and everything is you. Let's keep it going.
That part. You said, yo, my bad. Let's keep it.
Listen,
But
prejudice.
if you hate.
Prejudice, it's two different things. If I dislike you because you're white, that's prejudice. All right?
Right, because
All
you're
right.
prejudging
That's
who
right.
I am.
That's all that is.
But if
racism is the ability to control your faith and destiny, and we don't have that power. That's what he's sitting here talking about now.
And why do we got that power, Dick? We ain't got no money.
But, you know...
Okay?
But, you know...
How do you
See, now, we can't be racist, but we can be prejudiced because we don't have the money. Diddy was saying, well, shit, we could do everything, you know what I'm saying? We could teach your kids. We could show you. Yeah, he was doing all that shit. That's why they locked him up. Why they locked him up. Shit, you ain't hear no more saying that shit, is it? You don't hear that nigga no more saying that shit.
Last one. He does this all the time, and people book him just to get their views up. This man is highly intelligent, and he knows what he's doing every step of the way. He's a mastermind on the low, executing his moves with flawless precision. Are you crying?
Thanks.
That comment touched your heart?
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Do you need tissue?
No, I'm cool. Shit been a long way, you know, bro? Been a long time, bro. That was tight. Good to hear, man. Some things I don't want to do, you know? Shit. Some things I don't want to say, you know? Some places I don't want to go. Some platforms I don't want to sit on. Shout out to the person that said that. It's crazy.
I will take a break. Let's take a break.
That was crazy. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you, man. You don't get on your ass if you don't be right. You smart, though. You know how to poke. I just won't let you go too low, man, because, man, that's going to take us back. Wow, that's crazy.
Damn, bro. Shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
This picture looks so sad to me. She's Rita or a singer. This photo looks like Oprah is living, literally serving this girl up to Harvey. Dora looks so frightened. Looks like she's afraid of that man.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And this is what I do know for sure. when something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment.
Hold on to your seats, because this is about to get wild. From the way 50 Cent is talking, it sounds like he's uncovering a tangled web of Hollywood connections, secret alliances, and behind-the-scenes deals that Oprah would rather the world never see. Some fans are convinced this could trigger a full-blown industry shakeup, while others think 50 is poking at things Hollywood desperately wants buried. Either way, the tension is off the charts. Social media is exploding, splitting fans down the middle. Some say 50 is risking everything by going after Oprah, while others claim he's the only one bold enough to speak the whispers that everyone else is too scared to voice. Is this the start of Hollywood's biggest unraveling, or just the calm before an even bigger storm? One thing's clear, the timing, the energy, and 50's moves all scream something explosive is coming. And now, it gets absolutely crazier. 50 Cent didn't hold back. He went full throttle, claiming Oprah Winfrey is even worse than Diddy. Yes, worse. According to him, Oprah has been sabotaging black actors' careers just to protect her own throne at the top. That alone set the internet ablaze. But it didn't stop there. Rumors resurfaced about her all-girls school in Africa, whispers about girls disappearing after reporting mistreatment, and even stories of human remains allegedly found on the property. True or exaggerated, these claims alone have people questioning everything.
Look at now. I'm just saying. In time, we will tell. Tell in time. Let's get it.
So nobody but me find it crazy that allegations about Talil essaying a girl came out right soon he did this at the Streamer Awards.
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this shit off. Turn this shit off. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. Have a good night.
Now, once again, I'm not saying he didn't essay the girl, and I'm not saying he did. All I'm saying is I find it crazy, suspicious that after he defended Kai, because like I said, that shit seemed like a humiliation ritual. They was probably like, they don't like that he defended Kai. All speculations though. What if they was like to the girl, go push up on Talil, make it seem like you want him, get him comfortable, and then, let one thing lead to another, and then come out with these allegations. We gotta show him who's boss. We gotta show him some act right. We gotta let him know that in these moments like this, you gotta learn how to act. That's just a thought. But like I said, who knows? Time will tell. Because SA is a crazy offense. So I'm hoping he wouldn't do that. Do I believe he did it? No. Do I put it past anybody? No. Does her story seem kind of off a little? Yeah, if you go listen to it. Maybe I'm confused on what SA is or like certain things, but if she said what happened to her happened and she didn't want it to happen, that would be the R word, right?
It would. It would be. It'd be horrible too. Let's see, which one was it?
It's way more than 50 states, nigga. The landmass is bigger than 50 states. They conquered 50 states, nigga. Boy, you know how many tribes of us guys and goddesses still existed in other parts of the land that they just can't get into, that push to that side of the land and set up energetic force fields using magic that they can't break through? That's where the Wakanda movie come from. That's where that whole storyline come from. Of all the tribes that still exist and gods and goddesses that still here. Because they using energy, so they gotta stay in their little Wakanda force fields, because if they come outside of it, now they subject them to their energy. They got all our old magic. They showed us 50 states on the map. Boy, we got way more land than that. And I'm not even talking about when you go outside the ice wall. I'm talking about right here in what they call North America. Do you really think your ancestors was that weak that they was gonna conquer every single one of the tribes? No, nigga. They have a section of our shit. They got probably like 50 to 65% of our land. And that 50 to 65% that they conquered, they named that North America. And even within that, you got tribes that still exist in every fucking state living in these forests and these lands. Whatever state you in North America, just look at your state. Dive into your state. You think of lying. A lot of y'all won't even have a clue how big your state is, because they don't even show you how big the states is. They lying about all the maps anyway. But just still, they give you a little bit. Man, go look at your state. Look at how many acres the state is they telling you. And no, it's 3 times bigger than that. And then also go into how many forest preserves it is and how much land it is. And go look at all the towns. And look at all the land in between the towns. Boy, you're gonna be like, hold up.
Yo, Dennis, thanks for the book, bro. I got it. My guy. Thank you. Appreciate the
It's
dollar.
way more than 50 states, nigga. The land mass is bigger than 50 states. They conquered 50 states.
Yeah, way bigger than they think. Way bigger than they say. And it ain't always what they say it is. Yeah, level up. That's what we trying to get. Get more donations and I put into this proceeded ship. You know what I'm saying? It don't sell without the viewers. You know what I'm saying? The viewers is who I'm promoting this to. But really, I do this for the fam because they gotta see where I got a point of view. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
You don't even feel you need to be loved, even. Can you imagine such a thing? Of being in a place where you don't need it to be loved. It's a very quiet place. In this place, your love becomes very open, very broad, very beautiful, very strong.
Oh man. Dennis said go buck for buck with him. I'm trying to send something. Buddha, hold on. All right. I see your shoes. I see you. Let's get it.
What's that? Oh, after doing some investigation, they're finding out that Kanika Jenkins, the one that was in the freezer that died not long ago, isn't actually Kanika Jenkins. Tell me more! Yeah, the story gets crazy because basically what's going on is Kanika Jenkins is supposedly the girl that died in this freezer, right? But it's not Kanika Jenkins. There was actually a 48-year-old woman named Antonia Evans, and she was the one that actually was the one that perished in the freezer that. But why the secrecy? Well, because they wanted to harvest Kanika Jenkins' organs. But the crazy thing is, it sounds like it was the mother who set the whole thing up, and she was going to get a big payday for these organs. Not only that, she anticipated getting some sort of a movie deal or something along those lines as well. But they're using Antonia Evans' body as the one that was in the casket that she was buried. But now the body is going to be exhumed up from the casket and find out if it's actually Kanika Jenkins. But they believe it's not going to be. They think it's going to be Antonia Evans because they have been putting this together and piecing this together now. So this whole case is about to get blown wide open. Oh, goody.
Hey, even if they do find it, you think, or exhume the casket, you think they're gonna find a melanated person in there? I mean, come on, let's be honest, people. Let's be honest. Shoes sent $5. Yo, let's get it. Let's go. Shoes, thanks for the dono. Appreciate it, bro. Let's go. $5 dono. I'm high as hell, bro. Yo. All right. One more time. I'm high as hell, bro. I gotta put this down. Let's change back into the red ones. You know what I'm saying? Get the red glasses on. Oh yeah, I got it, bro. I got it. Shoes. I got it. What else dropped though? All right, I think I'm good. Said, let's go buck for buck. Dennis is over here gambling and shit.
He said it, not me. Check this out.
I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
You need to get this because it's very important. The soul has to do with the mind, the intellect, the emotions, and your will. So when Puff Daddy said, we control what your kids listen to, we control what your kids dance to, we control how they dress, we control everything, he wasn't wrong. You see, because the Bible says that the lamp is the eye of the body. And did you know that the eye is connected to your brain? The optic nerve is literally an extension of your brain. What you watch will shape your mind, and what shapes your mind will affect what your body does. So when Diddy says, I have, or I take your souls, he's not wrong. But the biggest defense we have against the powers of darkness is the word of God, because it has the power to save the soul.
Damn. Damn, bro. I told you he said that though, didn't I? Y'all thought I was playing. That man said that. Sag your pants. Bro. Sagging. Spell that shit backwards, my guy. Spell that shit backwards. These guys don't give a fuck about us. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. They ain't like people dipping out the cash app. What's going on? Hold it. Oh, Eddie sent $10. Yo, Eddie with the $10 dono. Let's go. Let's do it. Wait, where Eddie at, bro? I didn't see it. Oh shit. I wasn't supposed to say government, was I? Said let's go. Damn, that's $10 dono, bro. What? $10 dono. Shit snapping, dog. Damn, man. Hey. Wait. Is there enough? Y'all got me cheesing over here. I'm like, goddamn. So we got five from Matt, 10 from Eddie. Damn, bro. Man's getting money over here on the net. Damn, I didn't think that was my birthday. This is my birthday month. Y'all making me happy. I feel like I can get some shit for my birthday. Shit, hell. New PC, here it comes.
So the United States has 25% of its entire naval fleet near Venezuela. Four B-52 bombers, C-130 Hercs that's flying, and they have all of the airspace shut down. No commercial flights in, no commercial flights out. Now, let's talk about it. I spent years studying this creature, trying to figure out how this creature operates. I even went and bought a snake to figure out how this creature operates. And I see so many people on this app misinterpreting what it is that I teach. I showed you all what was in Venezuela years ago, and I showed you what was in Haiti and the DR years ago, and I told you there is nothing we can do to these creatures. There is only one way to hurt these creatures, and that's
You gotta go for the eye, I guess. You gotta go for the eye. I don't know why it cut out like that. Damn. Y'all, we up to like $16 donations right now, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that.
Not in jokes. What a real
and in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life.
I will literally get picked off. They're literally following me every day.
Who's they?
Nigga, I'm not telling you they.
The
but
one.
I have named a couple people to where I have.
All right, y'all. So Orlando Brown is out here saying some wild stuff about Cat Williams, and he's straight up claiming Cat's life might actually be in danger. According to Orlando, both he and Cat have been targeted more than once, and apparently and allegedly, the reason Orlando leans into that crazy persona is so he can keep talking without getting shut down. And the wild part is, Cat has also said the same thing before. He's said more than once that people put a bounty on him the moment he started calling out certain powerful folks in the industry, and they even tried to take his kids. So is Cat's life actually in danger again? And who's out here trying to silence him?
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X ended up dead for telling the truth. So as a comedian, I don't think it won't happen to me. I think they've thrown me in jail 36 times in 36 months, and I think you've never seen me in a court of law.
So Orlando Brown just did another wild interview, and things got off the rails quickly. Orlando started acting crazy when the interviewer asked him if he speaks in code, and you have to read between the lines to understand what he's saying. And honestly, it definitely feels like he acts this way on purpose to throw people off.
I mean, you technically got it, because if you don't entertain people while you're saying shit, they're gonna think you're crazy anyways. You know what I'm saying? So really, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? What the hell? 15? Whoa! We had $31 in donations, y'all. Whoa! $15 donation. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. That's a blessing. That's a blessing, y'all. That's crazy. Let's go. Thanks, Matt. Let's get it. Shoes upped you, man. He upped you, man. He going band for band, bro. What's going down, man? Stack for stack. What's racking up, man? What's racking up, bro?
Now
Hey,
Diddy's
yo.
being connected to the screaming kids in
Hey.
the shipping containers. And this is after the fact that it just went public that Diddy's going to be sued by 120 people. And out of those 120 people, 25 were allegedly minors when all these offenses happened. And then we have all of the information about Allie Carter that she's been saying for years about all of the people connected and how CPS is connected and talking about underground tunnels. Shit, she even talked about shipping containers. Like, what the actual... We even got people pulling up Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, and he's literally dancing in front of shipping containers. And now TikTok is even talking about how close Diddy's house in Miami is to the shipping port. Like, we are to the point where this is all absolutely fucking terrifying. Like, I literally can't handle all of this information that is just coming out, literally like fucking dominoes. At this point, I feel like I should put out a lawsuit on Diddy for all of these horrific things that I have to hear. Just when we think that the Diddy situation is starting to die.
Damn, man. That's crazy, man. Y'all making me feel. Damn, man. I feel appreciated. Isaac, yo, he said I've been on in a minute. All right, Brody. All right. Skip.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all like, it ain't the time for... Nigga, this bitch going to the moon, nigga. On a pair of these, this bitch going to the moon. You hear me? Period, nigga. Like, and see, me, I know my people ain't the enemy no more, so all that old sellout shit I used to do back in the day, like gang bang with my own people, fighting and robbing and shooting my own people, they shooting at me, we gang bang, that shit, that was dumb. We didn't know. I didn't know. I was lost. My soul didn't remember then. My soul remembers now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? I'm on y'all ass, nigga. I ain't trying to hear shit. You feel me? See, a lot of us don't know where this chaos energy come from that we be having. Like, we all kind of grew up with anger management low key. If y'all all peep that, it be because our souls remember this fucked up shit they did to us. And they know that, so they misguide our anger toward each other. Because if our anger was toward who it's supposed to be, which it isn't anger because we don't want to move with emotion, but it's chaos, it's just energy. But when it come out, it seems like anger. It can be confused with anger. It's passion. It's chaos energy. It's kundalini energy. It's plasma energy boiling. You know what I'm saying? So it comes, you know, when it come out, we might get a little jumpy. You know what I'm saying? We might get a little, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it could be mistaken for, you know what I'm saying? Anger, nigga. This ain't no anger, nigga. This is something different.
This is something different than animosity. This is something, it's like pent up rage from ancestral, beyond the ancestral plane shit. This is like,
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all like, it ain't the time for, nigga, this bitch going to the moon, nigga.
Yeah, it's going to the moon. It's ready set up. So I feel you. I feel you, man. Times is hard for real all around, you know what I'm saying? Isaac in the building. Let's get it. Let me fix this too. I gotta fix the layout.
No worries.
Let's get it.
What's good, man?
Shit, man. I see you done did the Amish. You know what I mean? Got the Ezekiel going on right now instead of the Isaac. Got the Ezekiel. Yep. See me, I'm over here. I'm gonna start twisting my shit pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? The ends. That way I can have the catfish tips.
Mine doesn't do it. Like too coarse right there.
No, mine does let me curl it and shit when it gets long enough. It's pretty nice. But I got 30.
The chat,
yeah,
all the fans
$31 fucking donations and shit, bro.
Dope, bro.
He said my nigga Shoes gave me 20. Dennis, what did you give me, Dennis? I think it was like 11.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yo, that's what's up, man.
He's over here trying to match. He has to match Shoes. So we're waiting for that extra 8. You know what I'm saying? Or 9. See if he's honoring his. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm just saying shit, man. I'm just playing. Like I keep it going.
He said it, not me. Check this out.
I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
You need to get this because it's very important. The soul has to do with the mind, the intellect, the emotions, and your will. So when Puff Daddy said we control what your kids listen to, we control what your kids dance to, we control how they dress, we control everything, he wasn't wrong. You see, because the Bible says that the lamp is the eye of the body. And did you know that the eye is connected to your brain? The optic nerve is literally an extension of your brain. What you watch will shape your mind, and what shapes your mind will affect what your body does. So when Diddy says, I have, or I take your souls, he's not wrong. But the biggest defense we have against the powers of darkness is the word of God, because it has the power to save the soul.
I agree. It's more of like they could change your soul than steal it. Change your energy. Make you think
And
it's
that's
gone.
what they want to do. They want to dip you, flip you, then twist you. Crip to this motherfucking shit. No, I'm gonna stop. Snoop Dogg is one of those people too. That's the only reason why I said that. But it's in the industry. It's in the industry. The thing about motherfucking Empire with Terrence Howard, that was fucking Diddy. He was playing Diddy. He even said that. You know what I mean? Come on.
Well, yeah, they said your emotions, like your willpower, like your mind, willpower, emotions, or that's like the soul, kind of the combination. There's a little bit more, but like that's basically, if that's what they're saying it is, then yeah, that's overtake.
Yeah, Yeah.
Mostly, not for everyone, and not even 100% for everyone. It might be 10% here, 30% for this person, 50% for that person.
Yep.
So it kind of balances out, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, but we still waiting for Dennis to, you know what I'm saying, drop the other dineros. I don't know if he said he is you still gonna do that?
Well, then they were match for match.
Yeah, he said he's gonna match, you know what I'm saying, buck for buck.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, good luck, shit. I was down. Yeah, I'll keep it going. Shit, we got a half hour left, you know. Shit.
So it just came out that the United States said they're not only going to target Venezuela, they're going to target other countries too. You know, countries like Colombia. Do you guys know what's in Colombia? Could it be the same thing that's in Venezuela? Let's talk about it. So if you follow me, you know what this is, all right? And you also know that it runs through here. There's the eyebrow. There's the eye. There's the eyelid here. All right? But they said they were not going to just target Venezuela. They were also going to target Colombia. What's in Colombia? Well, let's see. It runs through here, right past the eye, over into Colombia. Is this a part of this? And once again, if you look right here, I think she's trying
You know what? Wait, hold on.
So it just came out that the United States said they're not only going to target Venezuela,
Yeah, that thing. See, the thing about that is, like, the snake is what we used to worship when we were Tartarians before the barbarians. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in Egypt, the snake was like, it wasn't really a representation of something evil. I think it was more of like a wise-headed being.
It was the serpent. The serpent is the slick tongue. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody who could manipulate you, mold you. You know what I'm saying? That's where we going with that shit.
And that's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
skill that, I mean, even the Bible talks about. It's like, be wise as a serpent, but be as gentle as a dove at the same time.
Yeah.
Blend into your, like, it's weird how, and then what I was thinking from that video, though, that was, really was tripping me out was a few things. Either that, for one, when they said that, like, Germany fled, they went down there in the similar area, kind of weird. And then that's where the coca plants are, kind of weird. And then that's where all those mountains are, minerals, gold, underground, old ancient stuff. Who knows? Like, I mean, that's where my 3 points.
The way that you say that with the plant, and then that being one of the main sources of drug that we make to make cocaine, and how they make the cocaine, is kind of like weird because they use some cement, acetone, and all that other shit. But the thing is, like you said, that's where the mustache man went after he did Project Paperclip, and then that's where the boys from Brazil started doing all the cloning and stuff, and then they had that shit and they moved it up to Canada. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time they already had took over New England.
They had really good sets of DNA and they were cloning them. That's a good super soldier.
Yeah, and then they already went to New England and shit. That's why they're already fucked up. You know
And
what I'm
then you
saying?
implement that DNA into everyone in your society.
Exactly. Because you gotta remember, they want the blonde hair, blue eye people.
Yeah, I know that part, but I'm saying if it's even more, maybe they're more controllable, maybe they're easily more manipulated, and they work harder. Maybe
think about soulless people.
That's similar to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they would be even more likely to do something that we wouldn't for money.
It's not that they'll be corruptible; it's the corruption is instilled in them. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's natural.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that part.
But that's
Yeah,
why we
yeah.
like the ginger. The gingers are an exception. You know what I'm saying?
No, they said we're all soulless. I think that was the big lie that maybe we're all magical or
That's why.
something.
Why do you look, bro? They make us hate the gingers because what does it spell exactly? All right. So the thing is this. He's like, what does it spell? It spells niggas, man. Just pay attention. I'm rolling, all right?
I just realized that.
But they make it so that they seem like no, these niggas is jolly and happy just like black people. They get along better with the black people than we do. Yeah, because motherfucker, all you do is lie to us and shit. These dudes ain't nothing but our kids just albinolozed. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Well, that makes me think if they were like enslaving these like intelligent races on Earth for some reason and not letting them be free to rule the world, and they wanted to rule the world, and if but they didn't enslave them, then we would rule the world. Or if that was the case, they enslaved the Irish too, though the red bearders, fucking genetics.
But that's why they try to section off everything too. Is if they could section everything off, then they have the Hunger Games. You know what I'm saying? Then they turned America into the melting pot because they wanted to see what it would do if we put it all together. And then once they seen that we could coexist under a republic, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
They're like, damn,
Yeah,
they can make it. Oh, we gotta
They say
throw in some
social class.
liberals.
They say social class, but it's more freedom money class. How much?
Exactly. And then what it was like, it wasn't even freedom money. It was like people can make money easily, but then corporationism came in and bureaucracy, and that's what fucked up the whole game.
I don't know the whole understanding of word bureaucracy. Should we go down that rabbit hole? Is that important?
He said, she was fucking.
Oh, I know, I saw that.
Hey, Susie, I couldn't even read it without laughing first. Cause like that was a good one. He said, "Your mustache tipped out." I was like, "Holy shit, dog!"
I look hella like young and Amish. Yeah, hella weird.
That's why I said you go back to the Ezekiel. You're not Isaac. You're Ezekiel.
No, you know what they call me is Jebediah now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Because all my cousins would grow up calling me Jebediah when I started getting my beard, and then people online say it, so it's like not connected, but it's still a running joke. That name, like, so other people know the joke. I don't even know it. I was like,
Right.
How does that connect it? This is funny. I don't know. My bad. I'll get sidetracked.
No, that's the funniest story, man.
One joke over there
It's funny. It's a funny story, man.
I know.
Ain't nobody gonna shoot you over here. It's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make it.
Jebediah. It almost looks like a Jedi, dude.
Much love, Jebediah.
Jedi die. Yeah.
Jedi die.
I'm a Jedi. Yeah.
Let's get it.
50 Cent is trying to take down Diddy.
No, he's trying to move Diddy and Jay-Z out the way so he can run it. And the truth is, I ain't mad at him. I just don't trust him. Because the truth is, he would just be another kind of monster in another kind of way. He don't want things to change. He just want to be the one that's running it. See? Easiest thing to do is to take your enemy's feet and hold them to the fire for things you know that they won't admit. Which is why when that C&D came out, he took all of that Diddy shit down. Because of his tape. Say, what is it with all of these pretenders? And now they got an even bigger one named Curtis Jackson. They should check the EPA report and the toxic waste he's been allowing to be dumped around the property of Millennium Studios for cheap cash. And I'm not saying allegedly, Curtis. I know what you've been doing. You don't get no about what happens to those people in that town, but I do.
I don't know what she talking about, but nigga, I know she talking about you. 50, what you gotta say? Because she said something about you. I just want to know. Hey, that's my little spit. Y'all like that shit? I know. Let's get it tomorrow.
Oprah cannot catch a break. Every day it's some celeb trying to expose her, and now Terrence Howard turned the heat up on her by exposing how she has allegedly been getting paid millions of dollars to destroy the careers of black artists in the industry. And as always, this has also brought up the topic of her so-called all-girls school and the mystery surrounding it. 50 Cent and Monique tried to warn us about what Oprah was doing behind the scenes, but everyone was too busy calling them crazy. Now, for those of y'all who somehow don't know about Oprah's school in South Africa, it opened in 2007, and since then, there have been nothing but strange things happening there. For starters, the dorm matron, Virginia Tiny Makopo, got charged with 13 counts of SA and aggressive attack on some students. The SA charges came after he was caught kissing and touching some. Mind you, this school was for girls whose families couldn't afford education. They pretty much had nowhere else to go. Oprah went to South Africa to apologize in person and fire the head mistress. In fact, things only got worse from that point. In 2011, the body of an infant was found dumped in the bag of one of the students.
Oprah Winfrey has had a lot of controversy around her African school for girls, with huge conspiracy theories starting that these girls were going missing from Oprah's school. All of these theories started shortly after Oprah opened her school in 2007, and the matriarch of that school was charged with SA of 7 different girls. Oprah ended up offering a public apology to the parents and the children and citing her own SA incidents in this apology. But the matriarch would then be found not guilty of these crimes. But then it shocked the nation because shortly after this, Oprah's school was hit with another SA allegation. 7 students were suspended for harassing and fondling classmates. And a lot of people thought that this stemmed from the very first incident, because why would these children be acting like this? And the rumors started swirling after this point because they just didn't understand how these things could happen so close to one another. And then boom, there was another investigation at Oprah's school after the body of a newborn was found in a girl's book bag.
And that's not all. There have been talks about how Oprah sabotages the careers of many black artists. In fact, according to Streets, Terrence Howard has experienced it firsthand. This was a shock coming from Terrence, because he and Oprah have been linked to each other way before any of this mess came out. So
Yo, shoes with the $20 dono. Holy fucking shit, my guy. I appreciate you, bro.
Let's go.
Dennis, is you asleep at the wheel, my guy? I thought you said you was matching this dude. You know, he's over here blowing you out the water, bro. You know, he sunk your battle shit, dude. Like, you started the war and shit, he just fucked you up. The hell? What the hell? Let's get it though.
How many likes you got, too?
Hey.
Well, you can't see?
So, dark matter energy.
Wait, what you mean?
Divine feminine energy, divine masculine energy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Now, this energy went to create, meaning tapped into the divine feminine energy, and went to create within itself. Remember this, parthenogenesis. That's what they call it in science. The ability for a species to reproduce without a male counterpart. I think we keep forgetting that. That's what took place. In the beginning, you had the Council of Nine. 9 goddesses were formed out of this dark matter energy. This is our Supreme Council of Anunnaki goddesses. It's 9 of them. All right? Remember, ether is the force all around you. So the fact that this dark matter energy originally created 9 goddesses, this is what the force did. This is what the force did, or the ethers did. Dark matter energy and ether. After the dark matter energy came the ether, which is the force, the cosmic force that you tap into when you're being creative. You tap into it when you're working out. You tap into it when you're thinking. You tap into it all day, only when you're scared. When you operate out of fear, you don't tap into it. You work against it. That's the dark matter energy. It was the ether. So this is why in the cosmos, in the astral realms, we don't have time. That's man-made. That's a spell that was handed to the human being race from the Arcturian race, which is an extraterrestrial race. And the Arcturians, they never liked the Anunnaki. They didn't like us, even though we created them. We created everything. But we gave everything free will. So after we created it, it had the free will to be. Do as thy will. Do as thy will. You have a human being named Alex or Crowley, whatever you want to call himself, but he stole that from us. But they'll show you him like this with a hat on right now. Do as thy will was his saying. No, he got that from us. Because he got it from Plato. And Plato was Greek, who got it from us. So because it was originally 9 goddesses created out of this first meshing of dark matter energy, combined with the ether, this is where 9 ether come from. And the ether represents the force. 9 being completion, because after the force combined with the dark matter energy, it created 9, what we now call Anunnaki goddesses. This is what makes 9 the highest number, because numbers wasn't even created yet. There was no metric system, no numeric system, no supreme mathematics, anything yet. Everything was built after that.
That's why I like being a divine feminine number 9. I don't mind it either.
Dude, yeah, the balance of I never heard the opposite of ether is dark matter. That's kind of interesting. Because I know ether, and the other day I was on tripping, and I got this word. I can't even remember it right now. And it popped into my brain. I'm like, I was on a stream. And I Googled it. It says, the meaning was to force. I was like, yo, that's tight. And I don't remember the word. It was, I mean, it's in my history. Oh, I have to go through so much shit to find it. Very long. It's gonna be date. I don't even remember what date. No, I got there so many I can't find it now. It was like sequent. I think it might have been sequent.
Sequent?
No, it's not it. Damn it.
I was gonna say, ain't that like what you do when you try to put shit together?
Following as a result, or following in order of time.
Dennis said he ain't even counting, nigga. I was counting. I thought you said he was gonna match, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, have my hopes up. I'm like, oh man, maybe I'm gonna get a band. I don't know. Shit. I didn't know what was happening, man. Shit. It's all right though. He showed out. He showed out. She showed out though. He donated. You know what I'm saying?
Someone's got to win.
He said somebody's got to take it.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Hey, I like how you put that, Isaac. That's funny though. That's funny as hell. I like that. But yeah, man. What were we talking about?
The force ether.
What you were talking about. Push.
No, I got one more attempt at this. No, that ain't. I'm gonna search this word anyways because I got it.
Look, even Shoes said that shit's funny. See, I know Shoes like that junkie. Hey, that's all I'm saying. That was
a good one, Isaac. Yeah. I don't know, because like eventually someone's gonna tap out, right?
Yeah, somebody gotta win. Somebody gotta lose. It's the first and the second. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's a third, I would like there to be a third. You know what I'm saying? Third be like, oh damn, there's 3 people now. Oh shit. Like, where this 3 person come from? Who's this new? We got a new contender. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa. Hey man, I just feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I like that somebody wanted to give me some money today. I'm like, hey man, shit, I needed it.
Hell yeah. And then I remember I taught some guy how to use StreamYard and OBS together.
Mm.
And dude, he paid me $50. I'm like, dude, are you serious? I
That's
was expecting like a $15 bag. He pays me $50 for it. I'm like, bro. And he never started streaming or anything. I haven't seen him.
Hey, but no, it's good to know how to use that shit. Because once you know how to use it, you set up everything you need to do with it. Because you can play around before you start actually going live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
I
you'll
try to
figure
play
out
with
how
him.
to, yeah.
That's like, no, I did it on the live stream. He joined my panel like this, and I was like, yeah, I'll just run it right now.
Hey, but like I was
That's
trying to teach you how to like put videos into the, like, I think it's called media or something. Let me see.
Bro, I got 20 free plays on a website. I said I've been selected. Oh, this is one of my last chances, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But because they're banning it in California in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I
So
remember
I
you saying
decided
that.
this, dude. I'm gonna start investing in crypto. I'm just gonna switch up and go smart brain, like limitless. Try to fucking mess with crypto. Maybe that's the meaning of this shit for me. Start investing, start trading, and start running trade bots. If I can make one, I think I can make 99% sure.
I mean, that'd be dope. That'd be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try this shit.
Here, take that with you when you go. Bing, bing, bang, bang, boom. She said, I'm just sending what I missed out on sending so far. I've been trying to figure it out. Oh, nice. I never actually messed with Cash App other than when I had a business. Yeah. I mean, that's what I like it for, is a business, because it's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? It gets like, a lot of people do use it, a lot of people don't. But all I'm saying is, you still down, bro. He's still up. My guy sent me, how much did you send, Matt? Fuck. This dude sent me $40, bro. $40. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's get it.
Well, I told y'all, look who 50 Cent posted today on his page about the Diddy news that I broke, that y'all said I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, check this out. Now, what Diddy video did he post on his page from me? The one where I said more charges are coming for Diddy from this 50 Cent documentary, and there's more going on. And if you want to know the real what's going on, as you can see, that's my page, 1 million views on IG. Stay with me and check this out. See, I told y'all, but the Didiots didn't want to believe me. That behind the scene footage that was Diddy's, but he didn't pay for it or whatever's going on with it, and it ended up in 50's hands, and some of it in the documentary is causing a stir. First of all, more is supposed to come, this time on YouTube. More footage, more incriminating footage, perhaps witness tampering and more. And Diddy is in shambles. After putting out his lawyers, and they didn't know they were being filmed and all of that, they...
When you do too much, you really do too much, don't you? I feel sorry for that dude. But at the same time, he needed to be caught. That man has to be stopped. You know what I'm saying? He doing crimes that you should not be doing. Should not be doing. Diddy Epstein.
Have you heard?
Hey, did you see that thing I sent you?
Yeah, I just saw it. I was
Alright.
like, dude, that's just gonna go straight into the last 2 weeks of trying this shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hope he gets some.
I'll send half back, 100%.
Hey, Uncle, you know I'm trying to get a new PC too, bro. So
Don't remind me.
no, dude, shh. We're gonna get a new PC, bro. We're gonna get a new PC.
Like, God, I went crazy.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Hillary is so corrupt. She got kicked off the Watergate Commission. How corrupt you have to be to get kicked off the Watergate Commission. Pretty corrupt. Hillary is and has been in politics since the 70s. What's her pitch? The economy is busted. The government's corrupt. Washington is failing. Vote for me. I've been working on these problems for 30 years. I can fix it, she says. I wasn't really sure if Hillary was going to be here tonight because I guess you didn't send her invitation by email. Or maybe you did and she just found out about it through the wonder of WikiLeaks. We've learned so much from WikiLeaks. For example, Hillary believes that it's vital to deceive the people by having one public policy and a totally different policy in private. That's okay. I don't know who they're angry at, Hillary, you're right. For example, here she is tonight in public pretending not to hate Catholics. Now, if some of you haven't noticed, Hillary isn't laughing as much as the rest of us. That's because she knows the jokes. And all of the jokes were given to her in advance of the dinner by Donna Brazil, which is, everyone knows, of course, Hillary's belief that it takes a village, which only makes sense, after all, in places like Haiti, where she's taken a number of them.
Oh, Hillary. It's like if you weren't rich, I'd take your. Hey, I'd take her out too. Not on a date, but with some cement shoes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in the bottom of Delaware somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Somewhere,
enough about it.
somewhere nice, you know what I'm saying? No, well, the thing is, like, I wouldn't take her dancing, but we could go swimming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to go
I
swimming.
get that. I just don't know enough about her.
Oh, it's not very good people. That's all you need to know. But
I
hey,
know she's associated with a few people that I understand, but I don't know her
Epstein,
whole story.
a lot of the team, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the team. But hey, man, I like to appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Always got time to say his goodbyes to all the family. You know, MIC. That's my name, Mike. It's ISACC. You know what I'm saying? All right, I can't spell it right. Yeah, it's AAC. My bad. I put another C on there, but you know what it is. But we'll catch y'all on the next one, fam. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Your future hasn't been written yet. No one can. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.